Hello and welcome to the April 26, 2018 edition of the Ephrom Josine Show. I am your host, Ephrom Josine. Our first story tonight involves the Senate confirming CIA Chief Mike Pompeo becoming the Secretary of State. Now, may I just say, I thought Donald Trump was against this deep state that I keep hearing about. But now he is putting the CIA head, one of the main kings of the supposed deep state all these people keep talking about, in charge of the state. Just wow. Mind, it would be bad enough if Mike Pompeo was just a CIA head, but that's not even where it stops. He also wants war with Iran, like, now, and is against the Iran deal, one of the greatest peace treaties that has been signed this century. And for that matter, he also said that Edward Snowden should be executed, and is it any surprise he supports mass surveillance and wiretapping, which are obvious violations of the Fourth Amendment? But no, Donald Trump is not an insider. Where would you get that idea? Other example of the deep state comes from a man named Mike Mulvaney, I believe is how it's pronounced. He's Trump's head of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, and in normal Donald Trump fashion, introduced a bill when he was a member of Congress to get rid of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, because he just has the best people like that. Now, Mike Mulvaney has made one thing clear, and that is he only talks to lobbyists who give him money. His exact quote is, quote, "If you're a lobbyist who never gave us money, I didn't talk to you. If you're a lobbyist who gave us money, I might talk to you." So what you're admitting there is that you're corrupt. That you are not only corrupt for meeting with lobbyists in the first place, but you are so corrupt that you only meet with lobbyists that specifically pay you. I could just stop right there and end this segment, and you'd see the issue. However, Vox found some of the people who, who donate to Mike Mulvaney. It turns out the payday lending industry has donated more than $60,000 to Mulvaney's past congressional campaigns. As a result, let's see what he has done with just all of that. Quote, "Since Mulvaney took office at the CFPD, the government consumer watchdog, the Bureau dropped sanctions against the online payday lender, NDG Financial Corp., which was accused of running a, quote, cross-border online payday lending scheme, end quote. It scrapped another lawsuit against 4 Kansas-based payday lenders that allegedly stole millions of dollars from consumers' bank accounts to pay debts they didn't owe. The agency shut down a probe into the World Acceptance Corp., which donated at least $4,500 to Mulvaney's congressional campaigns, and the CFPD is reconsidering the rules that would have imposed restrictions on payday and short-term lenders, such as making sure borrowers would be able to pay them back." Wow. Just wow. So the CIA loves him, the lobbyists love him, but Hollywood doesn't like him, the entertainment industry doesn't like him, right? Well, that's not even true anymore. Many of you have heard the news about Kanye West and now Chance the Rapper, both saying right-wing things, or at least pro-Donald Trump things. Kanye West was even seen with a "Make America Great Again" hat. And he tweeted this just yesterday: "You don't have to agree with Trump, but the mob can't make me not love him." Very good way of thinking, Kanye. Always side with the person who's the most hated. You're what we call a contrarian now. Well, to be fair, you always were. We are both dragon energy. I do not want to know. He is my brother. Please stop. I love everyone. I don't agree with everything anyone does. That's what makes us individuals, and we have the right to independent thought. And you know what, Kanye? You're right. You do have the right to independent thought. In the same way, I can independently think that you're wrong. But don't worry, Kanye. You, like always, are individual number 9782 of the individual collective. I mean, look at all these three thinkers. 80,000 retweets and over 300,000 likes right now as of recording this. All of them are individuals who just happened to be part of the individual collective. Durr. And for that matter, the same people who just a few years earlier called rap music evil and said it was destroying the black community, or sometimes even all of American civilization, and called Kanye West a thug, are now for him because he said, well, you know what? I guess people can think independently. That's how low these people's standards are. That's how low their principles are. Old-fashioned, back in the 90s, Republicans love to, and some of them still do to this day, a good amount of them do. Shapiro does this all the time, where he talks about the morality of civilization. Well, tell me, where's your morality when you're embracing someone you just called immoral a few years ago? All because he publicly announced he agrees with your political views. How is that moral? So, to clarify, the CIA loves him, the lobbyists love him, the entertainment industry is starting to love him. Will someone, anyone, please explain to me how this man is fighting the deep state? I really want to know. Now, as you can imagine, I was kind of angry in that last one. And you heard me get kind of angry. However, that's not the only way to make a liberal angry, apparently. As the Twitter account called Educating Liberals, now which I of course went to, because I'm a liberal and I want to be educated, made a list of 10 ways to piss off liberals. Here's what you have. Love America. That is, especially if you loved it under Obama, then you're... I'm gonna stop now. Oh, for that matter, by the way, which group of people love the American system so much that they actually called out the unconstitutional NSA spying under Bush? And under Obama, when he did it too. It was the progressives who did it. It was the liberals who did it. It was the people like me who did it. You didn't call that under Bush. Some of you called that under Obama, and none of you called that under Bush. Love the flag. That's kind of redundant, but okay. Believe in God. Many of us do want a secular government. Mainly because, most of us don't like theocracy, I'll give you that much. And you know what? I bet this guy doesn't like theocracy either. Just ask him whether or not he'd visit Saudi Arabia anytime soon. But pretty much no one on the left has an issue with you just having a belief. That'd be pretty hard to do. Most people are religious. Have a job. Imagine thinking this is insightful commentary, by the way. Make money. Again, imagine thinking this is insightful commentary. By the way, if liberals had such an issue with making money, because that's a big myth, that liberals hate making money. No, what we want is if you make, you have to make it fairly and honestly. And you have to pay for the system that was set up that allowed you to make it. It's really that simple. That's all we ever want. I don't have issues with people making money. I have issues with people being immoral to make money. Or being dishonest to make money, but okay. Serve your country. You know, I remember how nice conservatives were to Chelsea Manning. Wait a second. Own guns. I mean, I personally do not recommend owning an object that does increase the chances of you dying. There are studies that prove that homes with guns make them less safe. Now, mind you, that is possibly due to just people being irresponsible with them. And I guarantee there are a good amount of gun owners out there who are perfectly responsible. I've supported them before. Protect your family. That goes. Support our president. You can be wrong all you want. Be a free thinker. I'd like to end with this. Educating liberals, don't worry. You are also, just like Kanye, part of the individual collective. I'm Ephrom, and good night.